That's so brilliant! This video is sponsored by Photrus. My friends, very nice to see you. I'm back to this canny and exchanged my van with an e-bike. I'm just kidding. The thing is, yeah, there happened something bad. My mother-in-law had an accident, so we have to break our Italy trip. So this is our last stay here. The weather is not ideal, I have to say. I thought it's maybe a good idea just to grab, you know, the bike, driving around a little bit, doing a little bit of location scouting, and fingers crossed if it's possible to take a photograph maybe tomorrow morning or something like that. So let's do that. I'm not allowed to drive everywhere with the e-bike, to be honest. I've been to another trail before to check out another place, and yeah, then there came a woman who gave me to understand that it's not allowed to drive there. It was private ground. Although there was no shield or something like that, and it doesn't look after that, it was just a trail. Yeah, however, I have to accept that, of course. And what I'm doing right now is I'm checking out this place here with a lot of cypresses. Now the thing is, the weather is a 50-50 chance for getting more something like blue hour, or more something like sunrise with hopefully some little gaps where the light can shine through. I know this is something completely different, but there are two different weather models and the chance is equally for both. So yeah, we don't know. So I wanted to check out two places. And the first place, yeah, was not possible because of a woman who came and told me that it's private ground. I will totally accept that, of course. And now I come over to this group of cypresses. And the thing is, in my research here in Tuscany, I stumbled so many times over this place, and I never knew what to do with that, because I mean it's just a group of cypresses in the middle, so it doesn't really make much sense, to be honest. But then I did one thing. I started to engage with this place, and what I found out is that there are two different versions. Version one is, it could be that it was a kind of, yeah, it marks a borderline between two lands or something like that. This was one version, hundreds of years ago, thousands of years, we don't know. And yeah, I mean, that would be something what would give it a little bit of a topic or so. But then I stumbled over a second version, and the second version would be that it marks an old grave, and that is something I could work with. It's something, you know, when I'm looking up right now there to this group of cypresses, I don't see cypresses anymore. I see people standing around a grave, and that's something that can really lead to a really strong final photograph. When we get also the weather therefore, of course. That's something, yeah, I mean, sunrise with Gabby clouds, that would be really fine. I think we also could do something, yeah, maybe also with blue hour when I think about it. I don't know, we will see. So I would say, first of all, let's see if we could find a composition. Oh yeah, as beautiful this spot is, as difficult it is also to find the composition. Now I came over here a little bit, and what I really like is all these waves here from this hill. And to be honest, it's a bit difficult to find the composition. I mean, I would know what to do to find the composition here with all these waves, but the problem is just here's a field. And I think the farmer would not be our best friend if I would really walk straight out into this field. I'm just at the border here, so I don't damage here anything. That's really important to me. I see that so often here in Tuscany that people walk straight into the field, and it's not good to do that, I have to say. I mean, it's better to get a little bit worse composition, but it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right, I have to say. I mean, we could go a little bit more up there and a little bit more around. That's also possible, but then we are too high, so the line of the trees, I want to get it a little bit down the line of the hill. It should not be too high up. I want to have it as low as possible, so that the trees are really quite prominent out and have much of contrast there. I think I can live from the perspective here, but yeah, we'll have to think about that. And the one thing we really need is the right weather conditions. If we would get just grey weather, and it could happen that we would get just grey weather, the chance for getting sunrise with gaps is really low, I have to say. But yeah, it is how it is. I will go back to my van now. I think it's I have to drive with my bike, I think an hour, so that's quite far. But yeah, I will think about that, and fingers crossed that it's possible to get a great photograph tomorrow. Now I'm here at the spot already, and I'm already in setup, and I stick to this concept I mentioned yesterday. I see people standing around a grave up there. And the thing is, I saw another circle of cypresses, people obviously, up there standing around a grave. So the concept, and we stick to this, it tells the story of a hill of grave or something like that, a cemetery hill, anything like that. And all these waves tells us a little bit, you know, there is these accentuations hopefully we will get from the sun later. It tells us a little bit these ups and downs in life we have, good times, bad times. It's the turbulences of life or so. So this is the concept for the image for me. And the only thing we really need, I mean, we have fantastic clouds actually up there. And the funny thing is really, I mentioned that yesterday, there are two different weather models. The one said there will be blue hours, so when we look back there, everything is clear to that direction and really far there. And when we look here, the clouds start and it gets cloudy and cloudy, but I think we will also there are some gaps there. So there is the chance for getting some light through. That would really be nice. I just need soft light, would even be better than harsh light. So fingers crossed, it's all about waiting now and maybe a little bit of adjusting of the composition. It's so fantastic, it's happening already. We get all the illumination of the hill, and this looks really fantastic. We get this kind of plasticity, we get this 3D effect, you know, where it looks, you could walk into the image. And also the clouds turn to be really fantastic. There was just one cloud at the right side, which is also resolving right now. It looks great. I have a white mist filter on, by the way, just to get rid of the harshness of the light. And I would say, as it's so fantastic right now, let's make the click. One important thing is also to consider that the light is also an element of composition. So what I did is I looked what a light did, which pattern it paints, and then I built up another composition. I'm really happy with this one. So I would say, let's make the click. And I mentioned already the people up there, I mean the cypress people up there, standing around another grave. And in my very first image I took them both in, and I think it also works with an own composition, just taking this group of trees in, and there are those canny hills here at the right hand side, and it looks really fantastic. And I would say, let's make the click. quite interesting is when you start to engage with the place, and I often mention this in my videos, and I not only mean that you look, what does the light, how do the shadows look, which lines, patterns and so on do you see, how can you balance all that, how can you bring that in an order, how can you bring visual flow in and so on. Yes, it's important to understand the place itself, where does the sun go up, what happens there, which kind of atmosphere is possible there, are there waters around, is there high chance for getting mist, and things like that. But I don't mean that only, I also mean really to engage, in this case I engaged with history. So that's quite important here, and this helped me actually to come here to photograph it. Otherwise, I would not have seen the sense of this hill, to be honest. I mean, could be that you think differently about that, but I didn't see that. But it helped me to engage with it deeper, so it's really, really important. And my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, please give me a thumb up. I picked up this video here for you to watch next. And I thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.